Hey, my little guinea pigs, my little hamsters. I just got done working out. I haven't worked out in quite a few months, mainly because I was working a job that was, but then not that physically intensive, but, walking around for 10 hours straight. When you get home, you don't want to be working out. You kind of want to get the few hours of free time you have and have fun, and then go to bed and then do it over again until you get days off, and then you're just recovering from all those days where your whole day was wasted working. And I just got done doing a workout now because I've kind of regressed back to how I was quite a while ago, where I have more free time. And I was listening to day 5. Hold on, let me pause this. So I was working out to this video on the Xbox, normal Xbox, day 5 beginner tutorial, beginner epic full body HIIT workout. And I'm very nostalgic about this because, like, my wife, when we first started talking, showed me this video. So the music in it is very nostalgic. There's a couple of songs of, YouTube videos my wife showed me early on that, when I hear it, it makes me nostalgic about the feelings I was having back then. I think that's one of the benefits about being single is, again, you kind of, you're a lot of times looking for a relationship, looking for somebody to notice you. And part of that is, you want to be presentable to some degree. So, a lot of single men, especially in their early 20s, they're obsessed with working out. They're obsessed with looking, healthy and attractive. And I, for the past few months, most of my life, honestly, I've never cared about dressing up because I was always self-conscious. There was never really a time where, maybe a couple of years when I was like a kid, I cared about getting a fresh haircut and looking nice and stuff. But the older I got to a point where, I just didn't care. I remember when I was out of high school, I was like, I don't care if I get fat. I would literally tell myself, who am I trying to impress? I didn't give a shit. I didn't care about dating. I didn't care about anything. I just wanted to play video games, chill, eat, tasty food. And I remember telling myself, it's almost like those people are like, oh, I'm going to die anyway. I might as well live a little, And then their health deteriorates so bad. They're like, oh my God, I'm in pain. I'm not living anymore. I'm suffering. I might as well suffer, So that's kind of where I've gotten to. I think one of the main motivators that gets me to work out is I get to a point where I'm so overweight that I feel uncomfortable. I feel uncomfortable just walking around feeling the fat, It just makes me uncomfortable. I remember one time I had to climb a ladder, and it was like after months and months and months of just lounging around and eating junk food and playing video games. And, one day I had to climb a ladder. And I felt so unhealthy, so fat. I didn't even climb the ladder. I was like, no, that's okay. Because usually I was the more in shape person. But I would let myself go so often that it would be like a yo-yo, So a few months would go by and I would gain 20, 30 pounds, overnight, and I would just start to feel, you kind of don't notice it when you're just lounging around playing video games, but when you really have to, start moving around and doing things, you get to a certain point where it goes from okay to, okay, this is uncomfortable, I need to do something. And that's where I've gotten to, sadly, where I literally feel uncomfortable, just walking around and stuff physically, and that's no good. So I have to work out, and I can never just maintain work. But again, I kind of talked about this. It's a fad diet, the keto diet. when I was my lowest body weight, I was not working out. I was not working out at all when I was my lowest body weight. I was just eating vegetables and lean meats, and that was it. Diet sodas. That was it. I just stopped eating carbs. I stopped eating sugar, and the weight just fell off. And I was actually getting underweight. I was so accustomed to my diet that I actually became underweight to the point that I was like, I have to eat. I have to actually eat something more tangible than what I'm eating, because I'm actually having health problems from, being underweight. So, that was I was always baffled by, that situation I got in, where I was actually underweight, and I was like, oh my God, this is how these underweight people feel who don't have hunger cravings. Yeah, I crave sugar and carbs and tasty things, and I look at the oatmeal cookies, I look at the cheesecakes, I look at the pizzas, I look at all these tasty things, even sushi. It's a bunch of rice and stuff, but I mean, I can pig out, I can oink 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 oink. I finish my meals, yeah, boys. But yeah, I just worked out doing that. It's only like, what, 20-30 minutes long or some shit like that. I don't even remember. But yeah, it was pretty rough. I mean, I got through it. I had some spicy food earlier, so that just really, made my chest and stomach hurt and throat hurt while I was working out. But I pushed through it, I did it. So I guess again, working out is good, because it increases your heart rate, makes you feel better. I am going to feel better. I used to make videos about this all the time. I mean, when you work out, when you're done, I mean, you feel good. Your heart rate is up, your blood is flowing. I probably look better on my, I got blood flowing. When you just lounge around, your blood just turns to syrup, it just sloth around and shit. So, I admire, those people that have physically active hobbies, those people like this woman. Like, I mean, I'm going to check out her channel, see if she's still going. Obviously, she probably is. But, I admire those people that are like, their hobby is going to the gym. Their hobby is working out. Their hobby is physical sports, and they can do YouTube. I was just thinking about, man, one of these days I'm going to be like, I'm going to make videos, that care more about what people want rather than what I want. I don't know. I was kind of depressing myself, so I'm, realizing, how many people worry about money, and if you don't have insurance. I've never had a medical problem, and just thinking, like, I got these 2 black spots on my foot. I think it's because I got rollerblades a month or 2 ago, and I was stomping around in rollerblades, and like I got these 2 black, spots. It looks like it could be skin cancer on the bottom of my foot. And I was just thinking, gee, man, if I had huge medical bills and I don't have health insurance, oh boy, But anyway, yeah, and just thinking about how many people work jobs where they're just money hungry and they're trying to upsell you at the expense of people's health and stuff. Oh yeah, you need these operations. Yeah. These things, and they just. Capitalism and greed and money shouldn't be in certain things like, medical and, things that can just really, ruin, your house exploding. I don't know. Floods. I don't know. We lost everything. That's a horrible thing. And that's capitalism, I don't know. I just hate dealing with people, to be honest. It's depressing. A lot of people talk about that, like, why? Well, life's terrible, blah, blah, blah. I gotta say, again, if you're single and you're living in a very stable situation where you don't have to worry about bills and, really, just enjoy yourself. So many people, like, first world problems, they got no bills to worry about. They got plenty of money. They got everything they could want, except, I don't got a girlfriend, I don't got a wife, or people aren't friends with me. I'm so depressed, I don't have friends. I mean, stuff like that. I mean, I know it's a basic need that people have, but my God, at least you got your health. Be grateful for those basic things. That you have plenty of free time, even if you waste it, even if you're an untalented hack who you know just appreciate these things, because man, it can be bad. Slaving away, dead end jobs. Most of your days just wasted doing something that's unfulfilling. Being treated like crap. Things can be worse.